What I did with the antique singing bowls in the last 25 years, I don't think can be done again, maybe not ever. And I'm a little upset by the a few things, how things have gone. What I did was to sort through thousands of antique singing bowls at a time when they were at their peak numbers, when the largest number had been brought together in one place in those years in the early 2000s, and up until more recent years, really over a couple of decades, when that heavy collecting was going on. And all of us who participated were lucky to have access to such a large number of antiques. And I took full advantage by buying as many of the best ones that were available. And I did that by sorting them by the type and choosing only the best types and the best examples of those types. So that's how I ended up with such a big number of the antique singing bowls, which is really remarkable. It'll never be reproduced to have this number of top quality antiques in one place. And even years ago, when I've been making sets for myself, and this all started with me making my own set, which you can see in the background here. All of these bowls lined up are part of my personal set, which are now 70 bowls that all ring together. And I've made sets for other people from the beginning. And there was always the, inkling without as much proof that, oh yeah, these were always sets. These were made to go together. These were made to be sets. And some of it's the sizes, that they go in progressive sizes. And in just the last year, I've discovered all of these sets that indeed look like they were made to go together. So it, bums me out that I've had to break up the museum to begin with, because this process of sorting all of these antiques and choosing the best ones and then putting them back together really did create a museum, a very representative collection of all the different types of the antique singing bowls, and the best examples that I ever created. I still have sort of a mini museum, because there's only maybe one or two types that I've completely sold. Anyway, the other part that really bums me out is that over all of these years, how many sets have been separated and split up. And I've done the best I could of putting like bowls together and matching the ones that really look like they belong together, but I feel like I haven't really done a thorough enough job, and I couldn't have done a thorough enough job just given the number of bowls that I've sold and other people have sold over the years. A lot of these sets must have been broken up, and it really, upsets me, because they're all, I worked so hard to bring them together, and they're getting all split apart again. And then to know that a lot of these could have been actually, part of a set, that is kind of the final insult, that really makes me upset that I'm having to split all of these up, knowing that they may belong together. For example, I got an order over the weekend for this bowl, and it was one it's that type, it's the special engraved type, and it's a size that's right in between a lot of other sizes. I thought it must be part of a set, but I tried to find its matches and make it into a larger tune set, and just failed to do so. So, okay, somebody bought it, they'll have a nice individual bowl, maybe they'll work it into a set. But then today I got another order for this bowl, and guess what? It's almost identical. It's just a little smaller, and they go together perfectly. So this one's going to Texas, this one's going to Colorado, and it just bums me out, because those will probably never sing together like this again. And maybe this was a part of a big, 12 note, or we don't know. But if it were part of a sequence that just, goes roughly every quarter or half an inch, it could really be, 12, 16, 20 pieces with just this type of bowl. So, a little melancholy for me. I love sharing the sounds, but it also is a little bit of a bummer to see them all go, and really makes me feel bad to know that we may be splitting up what could have been this historic musical instrument that is almost lost to time. Them being tuned in sets is something that really isn't known, and until my work, probably not really considered. And we know that other types of there have been tuned bells for a couple thousand years. The ancient hanging bells from China that were tuned, those go way, way back. They're cast bronze and highly precisely tuned too. So it's definitely not out of the question, and it fits in historically with, watch my other videos to see how the sets seem to make a lot of sense. And I wish that I could have done a better job of really preserving these.